What's up, Reject Nation of the Patronajects? Yeah, we're gonna watch Supernatural. Let's get to it.
The pork sandwich is gonna figure in.
It's a prank episode.
Are we about to get a fun one? Are we gonna go from like super gritty to
What's this episode called?
Tall Tales? Actually, I think I remember in the comments for the last one, people said this one is a bit of a divisive episode.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. If I remember correctly. Whoa.
Hello.
La Llorona.
Oh, what's that? Is that a demon lady from The Circle?
Probably. You look kind of like Reese Witherspoon. Flirt with danger. Clifford Blossom. Ugh. Mm. Yeah. I'm horny now. And you want to flirt with morality, like my book. Ooh. Clearly.
Suck the soul out. Come on,
She's
do
some
something
kind
demonic.
Is she some kind of siren or something, or like a
No,
succubus?
yeah, it's gonna suck his soul out. Why? He's gonna go all skinny now.
Whoa.
Don't open your eyes.
Clifford Blossom.
No bueno.
I'm gonna knock everything over. Ooh.
Get thrown out the window.
This guy looks familiar. Eh? Now, who could have seen that coming?
This feels like a '90s Tales from the Crypt.
I know. It does. Maybe that's what they want, though. Maybe they're.
It's called Tall Tales, right?
Yeah. Maybe this is a tribute.
How does he stay in shape?
No idea. I just want chili fries now.
That's what I do.
Tasty pie pizza.
These guys eat like shit.
I know. I'm like, how do you? And they never have to see doctors.
Fame got to him.
Oh man. Or you keep it right side up, am I right?
I like Curtis.
Curtis is gonna save the day. Or be the villain.
Why? Major Tom.
I like Drunk Dean. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I like this episode already. It's a different actress.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're stuck together in this hotel all day.
Yeah. Mm. I like this guy. Oh, swamp. Did they like CG enhance his face? Oh. Yeah. What?
Interesting.
Whoa. That looks like it would take a while. Rhymes.
Nobody does. Yeah, it was like a Tales from. It's like an anthology episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They probed him.
Put in his
Probed him
butthole.
in the butthole. Put a probe in your butthole. There it is.
Oh my god, this poor guy. Oh.
That's insensitive.
Still trying not to laugh. What? What the fuck?
I think he had a drunk homosexual encounter.
That could very well be what happened to this poor man.
Ah.
Okay.
Like Scorsese movie narration.
Yeah, Oh, this is Dean's point of view.
Do they go into this much detail when they tell stories?
With Bobby, at least. Oh God.
This is just a big prank they're pulling on Bobby.
Yes. Oh, that would be the best twist. But really, it's all him pranking them.
Something in the sewers.
Like a Rolex or something?
This is like tribal music.
Oh, I know. The sacred watch. Mystic timepiece. My goodness. Oh.
It's Pennywise.
Yeah. Beep beep, Richie.
This show has really taught me a lot about how to break into stuff.
Yeah, right? Lock picking, window hacking.
Oh, all I need is a knife to do that.
Yeah. I can see exactly what the technique is, what's happening here. I understand what I'm doing.
Quick.
Oh.
I know how to use it. I just don't know what it's called.
Hmm?
10 alligators.
Chicks.
Wow, you look great for coming out of a sewer.
I know. It probably smells good too. Oh no.
What are the initials?
AW or JW was it?
It's a guy. I know Loki.
Hey, Loki from the Marvel.
The janitor.
Oh, and he was like really upbeat too. Weekly World News. Satin underpants. I like this guy.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, you should become a trickster.
Nah, I'm loyal to my girlfriend.
That's true. But you could just create 3 more of her.
Such weird music for this. How did he fabricate the UFO? probing and all that. Ghost lady threw him out.
Well, the only thing I can gather is that the images we saw were pretty old school Doctor Who looking. Huh.
Oh, they're tricking him.
Yeah. Can you trick a trickster?
I can't.
We shall see.
The mic's pointed right at you.
We
Yeah,
shall
you
see.
You get all the audio.
Thanks, man. That was my plan this episode. I want to be the star.
They must not be tricking the trickster. Or they're tricking the audience into thinking they're not tricking the trickster, but they are tricking the trickster. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Too quiet. Yeah. You probably brought him here.
Damn. Got that on the CW.
I know. Oh no.
Whoa!
Oh, killer chicks! Woo! No. Ah.
Ouch.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Huh.
Man.
Loki's dead.
Let's just leave this body.
Yeah.
I did slash your
I'm
tires.
sorry for letting this. Yeah. Oh.
He's not really dead.
Airs.
He's not. He faked it.
Oh no. Oh. Oh.
It was not really him.
No.
I thought it was too easy how he got taken out.
Yeah.
He really is Loki.
Not bad. Yeah. Doesn't even die.
Yeah, right off the bat, I can see why people wouldn't like this episode because it's just so out of tone with
The
how
rest of the
every
show.
episode has ever been with this show.
Yeah, and especially after a few of the recent ones being a lot more intense and gritty and
Yeah.
dramatic.
Oh yeah, but to have it fit with the kind of character that they're going up against, you need to have a different tone.
Mhm.
And I liked it because a trickster is supposed to have you being like, what the fuck? And then until you learn it's a trickster, the whole time you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And it's so strange and bizarre.
And gleefully so.
Yeah, I like the anthology element to it. That did feel like it was harkening back to some like 90s anthology horror films or Tales from the Crypt. And I also really liked seeing a really fun side of both Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
Like, this was the loosest I've ever seen them in this whole show.
Yeah.
And and I like how, especially in the past couple episodes, we've gotten to see Jared Padalecki really stretch his acting chops a lot more. You know, when he was possessed by a demon, and then here, you know, this was the most brotherly they've ever been.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
like I loved when they. Like, honestly,
They start tackling each other on the bed. and
That
stuff.
bit that we've seen in a billion movies and shows worked especially well here because we've seen in other episodes when they get into a fight, they'll like actually fist fight. They'll go into like
Yeah.
their hunter moves.
Yeah,
But here
yeah,
they
yeah.
just like, oh no, I'm gonna tackle it. Like
Yeah.
it becomes a brother fight, you
Yeah.
know. And they're bickering and everything like that. It felt very authentic.
Uh-huh.
So I personally love this episode.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
think it should be like a consistent tone for this series, but I think for a once in a while, and the fact that they still kept it in the horror realm, was like funhouse spooky horror. I thought it was a delight. I had a really great time watching this episode. I did.
Yeah, no, and I love when shows bother to throw one of these in, especially, you know, in the middle of the second season. This seems kind of appropriate, and I just had so much fun. I thought all the bits were really great. I love when they're first establishing the sort of Rashomon motif, where they're really making it clear, like, okay, this is Sam from Dean's point of view, and this is Dean from Sam's, like when he's like all super sensitive, or even when he comes up and he's doing like the "I'm mocking you" voice. Like, just the little nuances of the comedy were really funny, and I love how much Bobby really does play the straight man. He's like, this is so obvious, you guys. Like, you should have figured this out. And I thought the different tricks were all pretty nice too, because they fit this motif of urban legends too, which is another just fun layer to the horror. And I love that little nod to like Weekly World News and the fact that he's getting all of his inspiration from there. I really appreciated this detour. It was a nice kind of palate scrubber, and I love getting a very comedic episode in the middle of everything.
Yeah, where they get to really show their acting chops here. And I did. It's just kind of funny how when they're telling the story of like how detailed do these guys go when they tell the story? When they're saying all these lines and like, that's not how I said it. That's not what I said. That's not how I ate. I'm like, damn, how specific do you get when you're telling a story exactly?
Exactly. Or is it just because you feel comfortable enough around Bobby just to let it all hang out?
Or you're trying to insult or make fun of the other one because you're so annoyed? As much of a variety as there was to this episode, I don't feel like there's too much to say. I feel like that pretty much summarizes it, because this was in tone with the villain, and I'm glad that he wasn't killed. Because also when he was stabbed, I was like, that's pretty lackluster. When he first got to him, like that's how they're gonna take him out. You just stab him, And so when they show back up, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad that's how it went down. And I hope he does return. I imagine he would.
Maybe we can expect one of these like every 2 seasons.
Or even once a season would be fine. Something that's this fun, as long as you keep it in funhouse horror and just not only comedic. Because sometimes I think this show is primarily a serious show that has humor that primarily comes from within Dean. And his sarcasm, but it was cool to have a tone of comedy. This is a funhouse horror comedy this episode. So, and there were even a couple of really good spooky moments to me. I really liked it. For some reason, I was like, okay, what are we getting into? But we're really fast, I was like, I personally think this is hilarious.
And I appreciate it. I agree with you on the wrap up too. I appreciate it because it makes you feel smart for being like, oh, they're having a fake fight right now, and like to know that the plan just works, and then they just kind of stake him, and like it's like they really get the advantage once they've vanquished the different creations and whatever. To have it come back around where he's like, I'm a trickster. I'm sure a lot of people have probably tried what they just tried. So I like that he outsmarted them by the end of it.
And I like how they never made him serious. Even at moments where you think the trickster's going to be serious, he never quite is.
Totally.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. That was a blast. I had a really fun time with that. That was a blast.